I go around and I go around and I go around, I go around. I'm always out, I am always out, I am always out, I'm always out. I keep running so I don't have to go.
Hello. So today I want to bring back something that I haven't done for a while, and I really want to get back into doing this in 2026 just for different authors, and that's going to be tier ranking all the songs from one particular artist. So I already did Taylor Swift, and oh my god guys, the lore behind how I filmed that video, absolute chaos. But yeah, that was the first one that I did. And then I also did for Sabrina Carpenter, for Olivia Rodrigo, and then we did this again when the new Sabrina Carpenter album came out, as well as the new Taylor Swift album. And I figured, you know what, since Madison Beer's new album came out 2 weeks ago, I think at this point, I figured she's someone who I always listen to, I always had in rotation, so why not do it on her? And then later on in the year, we're gonna have other artists when their albums come out. So if you're a Madison Beer fan, definitely hit the subscribe button down below and leave a thumbs up, because any future album that she brings out, we're definitely going to be talking about it over here, because my rule is once I make a video tier ranking a certain artist, I just have to do a video when the new album comes out, because it's well, that video isn't up to date because the album wasn't out yet, but now that the album is out, I have to keep it up to date. So that's how the logic works in my head. So definitely stay tuned for, I guess, future albums from Madison Beer. But anyways, before we get into a little ranking today, if you're new here, my name is Mila. I make everything from postgrad, lifestyle, and bookish type content, and we also dabble into pop culture as we're doing today, talking about shows, talking about movies. So if any of that sounds fun, do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button so you're notified every time that I post, and let's get right into it. So I'm sure, I don't know if you guys can see it, out of the corner over here, maybe you can see a little bit, I do have my laptop. So if you see me looking like this, that's where my laptop is. We are going to be talking about only 3 albums today. So I know she has a few things from earlier before, but I know that she was kind of struggling with finding her sound and stuff like that, and things with her producers. I don't know the exact specifics, or her management, I'm not sure, but I remember hearing something about that. So I wanted to do her more recent things, and I decided for this video we're gonna have 5 different categories. So the first one is peak Madison, right? Best songs ever. It just feels like Madison Beer. It's her vibe. I feel this is a little side note. I was having a conversation with a friend, and she was like, you know what, I like Madison Beer, but I feel she doesn't have a sound, a specific sound that you know her from. And I was like, you know what, I kind of get that, but these songs, it just feels like peak Madison Beer. It's I feel she doesn't really have a specific voice or a specific way of writing her songs, but these certain things, either it's one of my favorite songs, or it's this just feels like what could be her style, right? So that is peak Madison. After that, we have On Repeat, just songs that are amazing in my playlist, I listen to a lot. Is it peak Madison? No, but they're still amazing. After that, we have Solid but Mood Dependent, because I feel so many of her songs I generally really like, but it's not it's not playlist worthy, because it's not something I listen to every single day, right? Her slower things, so good, but would I get ready to this in the morning, or drive to this in the car? Maybe not, but they're still solid, right? So that's what this category is for. The next we have Not Doing It For Me. These are the songs where it's I see the vision, I can see it. Personally, not for me, but I see the vision, right? And then the oh, why is the D like that? That is weird. I do not like that. Yeah, that makes me, I really do not like that. But anyways, the last category is background noise, which is just songs that I would listen to from listening to the album, but they're not songs that I gravitate towards, right? So yeah, those are the 5 categories. Let's just go right in. The first song, well, okay, I wanted to start with the albums, but then in my little folder where I had all the pictures, 15 minutes ended up being first. So I'm just gonna start with 15 minutes. 15 minutes, that is peak Madison. I love 15 minutes so much. I'm kind of surprised it wasn't in her Locket. It doesn't really fit the vibe of Locket, but in my head, when I remember 15 minutes, when I was doing this video, because obviously I knew 15 minutes, but I didn't process in my head that it wasn't in her album, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, 15 minutes wasn't in a single album. So I was like, oh, what happened here? But 15 minutes, so good. I love it. This is peak Madison. This is peak Madison. It's her little way of modifying her voice. It's EDM-y, it's dancey, but not too much. It's just peak Madison, peak Madison. After that, we're getting right into, oh, I just realized this is a complete mess. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna go in order that the songs are over here. So the next song we have is Good and Goodbye. Good and Goodbye, I like it. It's a good song. I feel I was obsessed with it when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I was it's a good song, but it's not oh my god, wow. So I think Good and Goodbye is going to go into solid but mood dependent, because it really depends on what I'm feeling. I wouldn't gravitate towards it, but it's still like a pretty good song and I do have it saved. Bullshit. Bullshit, I love Bullshit. It is so good. From the first time I heard it, I was like, oh my god, I love this. I love this so much. And the music video, I like the music video too. So Bullshit, oh my god, wait, is it Peak Madison or on repeat? I think I'm gonna put it in on repeat for now, then we're gonna see later on what's on repeat, what's in Peak Madison, and see if we want to like modify. Next we have a Baby. Baby, that is Peak Madison. Peak Madison, oh my god, it's so good. Do we remember when she released that like slow down version because everyone wanted it? Peak Madison Beer. Next is Stained Glass. Stained Glass I really like, but once again I feel like it's on repeat. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on repeat because I feel like Stained Glass and Selfish kind of gives me like the same vibe, but I feel like if I had to pick like which was my favorite one out of both of them, I feel like Selfish would be ranked a little bit higher. But then would I rank Selfish in Peak Madison? I don't know. Like, that's my logic behind here, so I think we're gonna keep it in on repeat. Next, oh my god, guys, Emotional Bruises. Emotional Bruises, it is so good. I love it so much. It's just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. I love the little like sound effects of her like tearing up the paper, like trying to write her thing. Beautiful. Just so if you haven't heard it, please go listen to it. Oh my god, it changed my life. It changed my life. Everything happens for a reason. Honestly, for me, that's background noise. It's one of her slower songs. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad. It's just that I wouldn't pursue listening to it. Like, obviously, if I'm listening to the album, I'm gonna listen to it because it's good. But it's just, it's a little bit too slow for me. And it's not, like, it's not doing what other slow songs are doing. So I think I'm gonna leave it into background noise. Spinning, I really like Spinning. I really like Spinning. Like, it's slow, but it's doing something. And I genuinely, just like the lyrics and everything, I love the visuals. Ooh, what a way to start her album. I'm gonna put Spinning into on repeat because it's like, this one honestly took a while to grow on me. At first I was like, I'm not sure, but over time it did grow on me and I did really grow to enjoy it. Sweet Relief. Sweet Relief. Amazing. Amazing. Peak Madison. Peak Madison. It took me so long to get into Sweet Relief because I feel like the story behind Silence Between Songs, I think I listened to a few songs and I was like, I really do not like this. Like, it's just not a good album. I do not like it. But then I went back and I was like, oh my god, these songs are amazing. And that's when I discovered Sweet Relief and I was like, it's so good. It's not one of the songs that got like particularly popular. Same thing with Spinning. But I was like, it's honestly, I think Sweet Relief is almost as good as Reckless. And you know Reckless had its moment, but Sweet Relief and Spinning, so good. Envy That Leaves is a good song, but I feel like it is mood dependent. Like, it's not always what I do want to listen to, but a lot of times it is. So I think Envy That Leaves is going to go into solid but mood dependent. I feel like I have been gravitating towards it more recently, but is it at the same level of Spinning? No, but it's still really good. 17 is on repeat. 17 took me by surprise because like when I saw the title 17, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna feel about this. And then the verse, like, well, the song started with the verses and I was like, I don't know. When we got to the chorus is what got me hooked. I love the chorus. It's so good, so catchy, and I love it. So it's gonna be in repeat. Writer, I know she wrote about her brother, right? But it's not doing it for me, obviously, because like it's about her brother, and I feel like that's why I cannot relate to it. It's a slower song. Like, it's a beautiful song with beautiful lyrics. It's just not doing it for me, but I also know like I'm not the target audience here. Like, it's a great song to have in the album. It's just not for me, you know? We're hopping back now for like literally only one song to live support, and we have Default. Default, honestly guys, it's background noise. It's background noise. It's just no, it's just like not like, once again, I will listen to it in the album, but it's just like it's just background noise. Now we're hopping back to Silence Between Songs and we have Nothing Matters But You. Where do I want to put this song? I think it's gonna go in It's Not Doing It For Me. Like, it's not, I feel like background noise and Not Doing It For Me, like obviously Not Doing It For Me, it's like ranked higher, but I feel like, is there a particular difference in my enjoyment of the song between Not Doing It For Me and background noise? Not really. Like, they're kind of interchangeable. It's just like one thing is like, okay, it's like not for me, and that's why it's not my favorite. Others is like, it's background noise, it's too slow, it's just like not my vibe. So it's like not what I gravitate towards. But I feel like ranking in my terms of like liking the songs, they're relatively around the same. It's just like completely different vibes. So Nothing Matters But You, we're gonna leave it over there. I wonder, I'm gonna put it in a solid but mood dependent. I feel like so much of her songs is very mood dependent for me, where it's like I could either be in a more like lower vibe or a more like lyrical vibe, and more like just like really dependent on the vibe of the song. Like obviously I have my favorites and I have my like, okay, this is like background noise just for the album, but I feel like so much of her music, and where I was like, okay, Madison Beer is very like a hit or miss for me, is because it's all in solid but mood dependent. And recently I've just been like, I'm in the mood, I love everything, it's great. But on the grand scheme of things, solid but mood dependent. Doesn't mean that it's a bad song. It's a song I generally enjoy, but it does depend on my mood. It's not like an everyday type of thing like the above two categories. At Your Worst, I do really like, but it's the same vibe as I Wonder, right? Mood dependent. I could either be in that like a little bit more emotional mood, or I could not be. But very, very, very good song. Showed Me How I Fell in Love with You. This song took me by surprise. I was not expecting it. For this one, we're gonna put it on repeat. Going in, I was like, I have no idea what to expect. It's like Show Me Love, How I Fell in Love with You. I'm like, okay, so I guess it's gonna be like a sad song or a love song. And it's just, wow, just amazing. Home to Another One. I was like struggling where to put this. I know this is one of her more popular songs. I was like, it's a really good song. Do I want to put it into on repeat or peak Madison? And I was looking at the songs that are in both of these categories, and I'm like, it feels more like on repeat than peak Madison, because songs in peak Madison, I just like them a little bit more. Like Home to Another One, I love it. I listen to it so often, but it's not at the same level as the others. Dangerous for me, where it's background noise, so we're gonna put it in background noise. Once again, not like one thing with Madison Beer, her voice is beautiful, it's amazing. Just sometimes her slow songs, they're not for me. They're just not for me. Reckless is going immediately into peak Madison. Oh my god, this song, I remember when it first came out, I was like, I haven't been through hardships in my life, but I was like, this song makes me feel like I just went through a horrid breakup with a horrible person, and I was like, I'm feeling things I have no business feeling because I've never been in a situation like this. But oh my god, Reckless, it just hits. It hits, it goes for the target. It makes you feel just so vulnerable and like you've been done dirty, and oh my god, it's just, and her voice, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Silence between songs, I really like. I'm gonna put it into on repeat. I feel like the songs that the albums are named after, they're never average songs. It's like you can either love it or you can hate it. This one, I was so nervous going inside because I was like, I don't know what to expect, but it was so good. And I like how she ended it with being like, oh, like listen to the silence at the end of this song. Oh no, I like it. King of Everything, we're gonna put it into solid but mood dependent. I feel like I was like on such a high from this album when we had like Reckless and then Silence Between Songs, that when I get to King of Everything, I'm like, it's good, but it just doesn't compare to the other two. So we're gonna leave it over here. Let me finish the songs from Life Support and then we can get on to Locket. So Follow the White Rabbit. I like it. It's one of her like songs where I guess you see her more like deeper pronounced voice. It's not like angelic, if that makes sense. I like it, but I feel like it is mood dependent. Like I like when she kind of like modifies her voice and like goes deeper, but I feel like it depends on my mood, right? It depends on my mood, but I generally do like it. Then let's jump over here. Okay, so Effortlessly. That for me, it's gonna be in background noise. Once again, great voice, love her voice. Just not for me. Saying I'm gonna carry on, I don't know. I'm debating between solid but mood dependent and then Not Doing It For Me. But I feel like more times than not, it would be in Not Doing It For Me. Like, I still do enjoy it, but it's very different from the songs that are in solid but mood dependent. So I feel like it's gonna go in Not Doing It For Me because like it really, really depends. Like it's not just like mood dependent. It's like, okay, like does my mood match and like am I feeling it? This is gonna be easy. So Blue, I feel like Not Doing It For Me, same thing as Homesick. I'm just gonna put them over here. And now we have Selfish. So Selfish, I'm gonna put it into, oh, wait, let me think. I do like, you know what? You know what's selfish? We're gonna put it into Peak Madison. Peak Madison, it's really good. I like it better than St. Glass. So I feel like we're gonna leave it up here. And then finally, the last song from her life support album is Sour Times. And we're gonna put that into, unfortunately, not doing it for me. So now we have Locket, the new album that came out, if you didn't know, January 20th. And I was so nervous because Madison Beer was a very hit or miss singer for me. Like, I liked some songs on life support, I liked some songs on A Silence Between Songs, but it really took like time to, I guess, like discover the album and to find the songs that I liked. So I was so nervous going in. The first song in the album is Locket Theme. So I know it's like a little intro to the album, and I didn't put like the intro or like, I guess, the outro to life support, but I generally really like the intro to Locket. So I made it its own little post, well, I guess like little cover, right? And I'm gonna put it into on repeat because even if it's like only a minute long or a minute and a half long, I'm not sure, I listen to it because I genuinely love it so much. And the transition between the Locket theme into Yes Baby, musical genius, right? Yes Baby, Yes Baby. I'm gonna put it into, oh wait, now I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna put it into Peak Madison, because like it's kind of giving 15 minutes, but like the dancey vibe, like the Yes Baby, I wasn't sure what I thought about it at first, but the more I listened to it, I was like, oh wait, this is Peak Madison, and I kind of like it, and like over time I grew to really like it, so it's gonna go over there. Angel Wings I also really like. I really like. The only thing that I'm not a super fan of is the little like outro when like the voice changes, so for that reason I'm gonna put it into on repeat because it's generally a song that I do love. I just sometimes tend to skip that, but great song. For the Night is such a good song also. Like, it's slower, so you would think that it's like, okay, maybe not my vibe. Honestly, it did take some time. It took like maybe my second listen to, I was like, you know what, I can appreciate For the Night. So For the Night, we're gonna put it into on repeat also. Guys, Bad Enough, I was going through the album, I think I was like reading a book or something, and I was like, let's listen to the album while I'm reading my book. Bad Enough came on, and I was like, wait a minute, what is this? I fell in love with Bad Enough from the second that I heard it. Bad Enough, Peak Madison, amazing. And I also really like the music video. I'm thinking back, I think, did she release the music video the day that the album came out? I don't know, because I remember going through the album and I saw like the little like, I guess, video on Spotify when the song was playing, and I was like, wait, is there a music video for this song? And then I looked up, I was like, oh my god, there is, and it was like released recently. So I think she released the music video when the song came out, but it's so good. Healthy Habit, it depends on my mood. I like it, but I feel like I'm gonna put it into solid but mood dependent. More times than not, I do want to listen to it and I do enjoy it, and I like the little like, how do I don't know how to explain it, but like the lyricism of it. I can't put it into words, but if you've heard the song, I feel like you know what I'm talking about. I like it, and I feel like You're Still Everything, kind of the same vibe, solid but mood dependent. And then we have Bittersweet. Funny little story. Bittersweet came out like after I went through a breakup, and I heard the lyrics of the song and I was like, I cannot do this right now. And then I came back to Bittersweet maybe December, and I was like, this is the best thing ever. I love it. It's so good. And the music video, like, honestly guys, I think that watching the music video and hearing the song when I was like less emotional healed me completely. So Bittersweet, great, amazing, we love her, and she's gonna go into Peak Madison. Next we have Complexity. I think I want to put it into solid but mood dependent because I like how it starts off. I guess like my camera just died, but anyways, I was saying Complexity. I like how it's like a little bit of a mix of everything. Like, it feels like very Peak Madison because everything that she normally does in her songs, I feel like you find it over here. But since it's like, I don't want to say messy, but I feel like messy, and how her voice changes, how the production is, I feel like it's not for every single mood. I like the song. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I just feel like so much is going on that I'm going to put it into solid but mood dependent. But I do generally really like the song. Make You Mine. This is Peak Madison. It is so good, and the music video, brilliant, genius, a mastermind, an absolute mastermind. To close up the album, Nothing at All, I think we're gonna put it into solid but mood dependent. It is great. We love her. Is she the full moment? No. but she's a very, very strong side character. So let's just like observe. Let me make sure that I like this. Yeah, it looks good. And I feel like you're like, when you look at this, you can see like over time, like as her albums came out, I generally started liking them more and I started becoming more of a fan of Madison Beer. But she's really been like a hit or miss for me. I think I first found out about her years ago, like literally years ago. She's just always been like, you know, in the background, never the main character, but always like in the background. And recently, from like December, and then especially now that her album came out, she's like everything to me and I genuinely love her so much. I love her music, I love everything. I hope that you guys like my little ranking. I'm looking at all the songs that are in Peak Madison and just looking right now, I feel like my favorite. Can I even pick a favorite? Okay, my top 3 favorites, because I cannot pick less than 3. I think my top 3 ever Madison Beer songs that are over here, I'd have to go with Emotional Bruises. Out of the Life Support album, out of the Silence Between Songs, Sweet Relief is so good, and I like it more than a Reckless at this moment of my life. But Reckless is such a beautiful song. Like, just, oh my god, the emotions that I feel. So I feel like for a Silence Between Songs, we're gonna go with a Reckless. And then for Locket, even though Bad Habit is so good, we're gonna have to go with Bittersweet. So I think those are my top 3 Madison Beer songs. I will be linking the tier ranking, I guess like link down below so you can go try this out for yourself. And if you enjoyed today's video, definitely do not hesitate to hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment in the description bar down below and let me know what your favorite Madison Beer song is and what your favorite album of hers is. Me, it has to be Locket. It has to be Locket. Like, I feel like she just keeps on getting better and better and better. So yeah, let me know your favorite song, your favorite album, and any collabs that she's done. Like, there's this one song called Carried Away that she did with, I don't know the guy. It's so good, but I was like, it's not just like a her song, so I'm not gonna put it over here, but that's one of my, like, it's been one of my favorite songs for so long. So any song she did with like anyone else, definitely let me know down below what your favorites are. And also, if you want to go, you know, follow me elsewhere, my TikTok, Instagram, and my Goodreads are all linked down below, so definitely do not hesitate to go check me out. And yeah, that's gonna be all for me today, so stay safe, protect your vibe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!